and 4 seats. So if we go down and we actually look a little bit further into, let's just take this one, that's the Emfuleni that we're going to go into a little bit deeper. So we can see that the DA have got 41.09%, that's 22,336 votes. The ANC, 28.23%, that's 15 votes. And here's the Freedom Front Plus with 13.5% of the votes at 7,368. So there you get to see a better picture just as we have a look at that with the colors. So the DA is in yellow, the ANC is in green, and the Freedom Front Plus is that purple one with the EFF also managing to come in there. So, Sakina, I believe we've got a bit of a prediction that's come through from the CSIR.
Emfuleni. And this is, of course, the turnout, just for interest's sake, 2016, 54% voter turnout. This election, 46% voter turnout. And we're looking now at, in this particular municipality, Emfuleni, you have, at this point, 22.3% of VDs declared. So let's take a look at what the projection is for Emfuleni. So you've got currently the ANC projected to poll at 45.6%, and this is from 55.8 in 2016. And then you have the DA, 22.8% from 24.6% in 2016. Wow. And then you have the EFF, they are projected to poll at 14.8%, and in 2016 they were at 12.2%. And then, of course, the Freedom Front Plus, and they are projected to come in at 5.6%, and in 2016 they were at 2.1%. So very interesting. But the growth here, and I'm looking at the DA because they projected to grow, but I have to wonder, Emfuleni, of course, next to Midvaal, which has been one of the, shining examples held up as a good municipality that's been well run. So is the DA benefiting in this instance, perhaps, from the Midvaal situation in Emfuleni?
Did they increase by 2 percentage points, or but there's growth for them?
It certainly is, 24.6 to 22.8% projected. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Well, they're actually going down at the moment. Yeah, they changed, 22.8, so going down.
From 24.
Yeah. Sorry, it changes all the time.
Well, it's partly because of the narrative about the DA in this province. I mean, this is Mosi's province. Mosi is a living and visible example of what has become of the DA. And so there's an immediate reminder of what is happening in the party with Musi being there. Ordinarily, you would have expected that demonstration effect, so to speak. Midvaal, good story, and a young black guy, right, and has been doing well. You would have expected them to benefit from that. But there's a counter narrative, which dilutes the impact of Midvaal. But the ANC has gone down. I think Emfuleni has been in a terrible mess lately. Right?
And
that's an understatement.
One of the bad stories.
Yeah. So it's deserved, well deserved for the ANC. 10% drop because they haven't done anything to earn growth in that municipality. And I guess this is the trend that you will see. So the question then becomes, who do they go into coalition with, having dropped down to 45? EFF, maybe. Are there any new small parties that will come on board? We'll see,
Well, EFF and the Freedom Front Plus will have a huge say in the composition of these councils.
And if this happens, especially with the EFF, even though they never get beyond, say, 15% in most municipalities, at some point they will have to bargain for complete control as a mayor, majority of mayoral positions with the ANC. They said that they do want to do that at some point. So you have lots of cases where they go into coalition with the ANC, then they say, well, you have to give us something. You can't take the mayoral position in all municipalities. So this is an ample opportunity for them to demonstrate their executive leadership, whether they can do what they've been bragging about.
Well, Professor Ndletyana, remember, they don't go into coalitions, they vote. along some issues. So this is where we're going to leave it with you. Thanks so much for your time this morning, Professor Mcebisi Ndletyana there, and speaking to us there for analysis on some of the results coming through. And I can tell you, looking over my shoulder, yes, the EFF and the Freedom Front Plus, it's happening down there. They're working hard because I think it's nice work to do this morning. But let's take a quick break. When we come back, we continue with the rest of Morning Live, coming to you live from The Rock.